Hey, this is Chris from Rekkid Talk. We're going to do our 5 records in 5 minutes bit. 1980. Everyone was punk or new wave in 1980. So let's show a bunch of punk records. So, of course, the Ramones, The End of the Century, released February 4th, 1980. Produced by that Phil Spector guy. He's a bad guy, but includes the hit singles "Baby I Love You" and "Rock and Roll High School." And of course, you've got "Do You Remember Rock and Roll Radio?" Because the Ramones told us it was the end of the '70s. It's the end of the century. I don't think 1980 was quite the end of the century yet, but we had Y2K 20 years later. We weren't really worried about computers in 1980. Um, so go a little bit later in the year. Let's go to the opposite side of the country. So we're out of New York. We're into Los Angeles, and we got the debut album by the band X. So you got a little bit more of that country and rockabilly tinge in your punk music that you're not going to get with the Ramones. But of course, I mean, that scene's crazy nowadays. You got John Doe, and you got DJ Bonebreak, and you got Billy Zoom. You got your phone's off the hook, but you're not, and all kinds of great stuff. This came out in April 26th. So, and they had a real great run of albums for most of the rest of the decade, and they've come back in recent years with a couple decent albums as well. And so, what should we talk about next? Well, let's go ahead and skip up to December 12th. So at some point, I turned 11 years old and became a sixth grader. And so, of course, I would need something a little bit more serious. And so the Clash made a very serious triple album at the end of that they released at the end of 1980 called Sandinista. Yes, we have 6 sides. We have 36 songs. The very first song, The Magnificent Seven, is probably the best one of all of those songs. Somebody Got Murdered's pretty cool as well. You got some weird dub stuff and Career Opportunities buried way at the back of side 6. And a lot of people say they really could have used an editor and gotten this down to a double album. Probably true, but there you go. You've got the Clash with Sandinista. They were from England, by the way. And then let's go back to Los Angeles for what's going to be the most obscure record of the day. We've got the Gears Rockin' at Ground Zero. You might be wondering why I have 2 copies of the same album. Well, this one, the one that you can tell is heavily water damaged, was one that I bought from the Waxed a few years ago. I mean, he told me that that it was heavily damaged and it was way below the usual price this record goes for. This is a pretty pogo-y, Ramones-y. It doesn't sound like Black Flag, even though it's from Los Angeles. Does not sound like an SST record on the basically some sort of DIY label. You can see the back of it's all fucked up. You got great songs like Let's Go to the Beach and Don't Be Afraid to Pogo and I Smoke Dope. And then I got a better cover. Somebody was selling this on Discogs where they had the record was fucked up, but the cover was decent. I mean, it's not a VG plus. It's got a little bit of ringwear, but at least it's not water damaged. And so I went ahead and got it. But of course, what I really want to show you is the punkest album of the year 1980, Billy Joel with Glass Houses. And so you can see Billy Joel. You can see how rough he is. He's wearing a leather jacket. He's wearing tight jeans. He's about to commit some vandalism. And so I got this record when I was 10 and a half, and I was full of preteen angst. And this is the only Billy Joel album I own. Now, you might think of Billy Joel as being, in my case, my parents had like Piano Man in 52nd Street, and I wasn't into that type of Billy Joel. But this is the punk side, the rock side of Billy Joel. It's still rock and roll to me, but really it does have his best song of all time, All for Lena.